I guess this is part 4. I thought I was pausing it, but I actually turned it off. Okay, so part 3 was really fast. Let's go with part 4. Now, in part 4, we've got all this cool coloring that we've done with the curves, but really we only want that applied to the face. So we're going to mask out everything except for the face. So we're going to add another mask. Okay, so we're on, you can see we're on the curves layer. We did that blue person layer, now we're on the curves layer. Keep track of your layers. Okay, that's where most of your mistakes come when you're doing this exercise is you get lost on your layers. Okay, so I'm going to add a mask to it. Everyone knows what that is, right? There's my mask, add layer mask, boom. Now I'm going to cover everything up, and then I'm going to turn this black. Okay, if I just double click it and I invert it, it turns black. Now everything I did is gone. Okay, now I'm going to get my white brush because I've got a black background, and I'm going to uncover the skin. I'm going to paint over the skin, and the curved colors are going to pop out. Okay, so I've got my brush. Let's hit the 10. That's pretty small. Let's increase the size of our brush. And we're going to bring those colors back. Now, don't touch the eyes or let's see, the lips, obviously. And what about don't touch the eyebrows. So you can let your brush be large when you're in these big areas, but then when you start getting close to other things, close to the eyes and stuff, we should zoom in and we should make our brush smaller. Yeah, let's make the brush smaller. Ooh, that's a really weird green that's appearing around her eyes. That's kind of a bummer. Why is it doing that? Well, at this point, I'm willing to. Yeah, see the shadows have this funny green look. Maybe yours won't have it. Okay. Oh, well, let's not forget the ear. Right down. Anyway. Yep, got a funny green shadow. Maybe I can get rid of that if I play with the layers a little bit. But you can see her hair is a normal color again, and the background is sort of a normal color too. I think maybe I zoomed in too much. Oh yes, we are. It's midnight. I want to be asleep. All right. Small. See if we can get in here. And finally over here. Okay, fabulous. Fabulous. Let's see. How are you looking there, Hermione? All right, she's looking pretty good. Looking fantastic. What does that Grinch say? Fabulous. All right, now. Okay, now we need to add some stripes. And I found the guy that taught me this video has this really cool picture. It's I downloaded from the internet. It's called avatar-mask.png. So I'll put it in Edmodo, and you can download that thing, or you can find it. I found it on the internet in half a second too. So I'm going to download that, and as you can see, I have downloaded this picture, and you can just take this thing and drag it right on top of your picture. Okay, so here we have avatar mask. That looks nice. You can see that weird thing on there. I believe it's a smart object. And so this is a little bit big for her. So let's reduce the size of this a little. And what you want is this middle thing kind of is in her forehead. And these little curvy lines here are kind of on either side of her nose. Now she's not perfectly looking perfectly straight at us. Her head is just a tiny bit tilted. So if you want to adjust for that, you can go outside, and you see how I get these little curvy, see that little curve thing I've got down there? I can now adjust this. Her head is tilting a tiny bit, so I could tilt the stripes a little bit if I wanted to. And I can, like I said, I can bring them in a little bit more. So they fit on her face more. And okay, so that looks pretty marvelous. This is coming over a little bit too much now. All right, so that's pretty good. All right, so I'll hit enter, and now that change will take, and you can see I've got the avatar mask there, and it's got the little, it's a smart object. And guess what I want to do now? You are correct. I'm going to add a mask, and then I am going to wipe out all these silly stripes that are not on her skin. Okay, so I've got a white mask, right? So what do I have over here? I have a black brush. And that brush is pretty small. Let's make that bigger. Now let's get rid of all the stuff that's not on her. Oh, that's marvelous. Okay, so getting rid of all of that stuff. I love these. Some of these stripes didn't even make it on there. Okay. Goodbye, superfluous stripes. There we go. Okay, superfluous is one of my 50-cent words. It just means not important, sort of extra. And we don't really need it either. Okay, painting, 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 painting. Okay, now this looks a little bit crazy. So let's change the way that this goes on here. And let's change the blend mode to soft light. All right, so click on that little normal thing. And soft light is right in the middle. Ooh, isn't that nice? Ooh, yes. Okay, so she's looking good here with her little stripes. The last thing we're going to be doing is we'll add some sparkles. So we need a sparkle layer. So again, we're going to come down here where it says new layer. So this is our fourth layer we've added in step 3 and 4. Blue layer, the curves layer. There's our avatar mask. And then this is going to be the sparkle layer. Okay, so what I want to do is set my brush so it sparkles, little light sparkles all over the face. Let's turn the brush on. And we can do it any kind of way we want. We can click here, we can click there, whatever you want. Okay, brush tip shape. We want let's use a 15 pixel. These little dots are going to be pretty small, so we want to do 15. Let's set the hardness to 100%. Okay. Now we want the dots to be spread around. See how there's no spacing? You can see the example line here. As we crank the spacing up, you can see that they get further apart, and that's what we want. We want them really far apart. So let's crank this all the way up to somewhere around 600, 650, somewhere in there. Okay, so that's looking good. Now, next, let's go to shape dynamics. Click on that. The little check mark is checked. And let's jitter these things. Let's crank the jitter up to 100%. See it changes the sizes of things. And let's see, anything else on this page we want to mess with? I think that's good. And now let's go to the scattering page. Now we want to scatter on the x and the y-axis. That's, by the way, axis is singular, axis is plural. I'm going to say both axes, and let's just crank it all the way up to 1,000. All the way up. Okay, so that is looking good. Good. Anything else we want to do? You can see smoothing turns on by itself. That's fine. We want to make sure this is white. So click your original colors here, your black and white colors, and you can just flip it. And we want to have white. And now if we did this right, we should get little white sparkles. Okay, and I can just make these short little strokes, just like that, and just kind of throw some little sparkles here and there. Don't go crazy with this. I mean, she'll look really dumb if you put like millions and millions of sparkles all over her. Okay, so we'll come under the eyes, some sparkles under the eyes, do on the nose. We can do like a little sparkle mustache here, so just a tiny bit. Do a little on her chin, and then down here we'll put a couple, like a line of them going down on either side of her neck. So I think that's pretty nice. That's subtle. We don't want to go too crazy, you know. Now, if you ended up sparkling places where you wouldn't supposed to, zoom in and take a look at it. And let's say you accidentally sparkled on the eyebrow. Well, you can just take your eraser, your little eraser there, and I can just make that go away. Oh, I'm going to want to change my brush back to just like a normal brush. I'm going to do that. And I can make any sparkle go away that I want. Click a normal. Yeah, now I can make them go away. I have to get rid of the weird brush that we had. Okay, so it's not perfect, but you know, it's. Oh, look at that. That looks dumb. You see that stripe there? Go back to your stripes, and that looks really dumb. Click on your black brush, and we should probably get rid of this. You see there's like a, oh my god, I still have my sparkle brush turned on. Really? And we can just erase that line right there, because we don't want, the stripe doesn't go through her hair. That's all. All right, and you can just tweak it up and make sure you like it. So I hope you enjoyed the project. Make sure you save all the time, and good work. Bye-bye. Go pass out now.